I'm really confident. We just need to recover all the players, and I'm really confident. I don't know what is going to happen until the end of the season. Then we will make the resume of the season. But I'm really confident when we recover all the players that we are going to be a strong team. That there is no doubts in my mind.
Do you think you'll have to be back for me?
I don't know. I have to check. I'm not going to risk anyone to lose them for 1 month or 2 months. So we will try to arrange solutions. Again, let's see, and we will try to win the next one with no risks for the players.
If you are a Manchester United fan, and you honestly think the injuries we're dealing with and all the absentees we have right now have nothing to do with that draw against Wolves, if you believe we must be winning Wolves with this current squad simply because Wolves are at the bottom of the league, and if you believe Amorim is the main problem of this team, then please, I'm begging you, watch this video all the way through to the end. Don't skip, don't rush to conclude, just stay with me. You will not regret it, because I want to really explain what is happening, break things down clearly, and show why this draw was not only on Amorim. I'm going to talk about how this result connects to the players we have, the players we're missing, the injuries we're carrying, and the phase we are currently in as Manchester United. And before I dive fully into everything, as usual, just do me one simple favor, give this video a like, and subscribe to my channel for more raw and honest truth about Manchester United. Now seriously, what do you mean Amorim should be sacked just because we drew against Wolves, a so-called bottom team? Some fans cannot even wait for an actual loss before jumping out with the Amorim out agenda. These bottom teams are not easy to play against, and I already warned about this in the preview video. You are facing a Wolves side that has lost 11 games in a row, and remember, we contributed to that run because we also beat them, so they are desperate. They fight like their season depends on it, they give absolutely everything on the pitch. This was 11 against 11, nobody got a red card, and look at our situation, we played with 5 defenders, 2 defensive midfielders and 3 attackers. That is not by choice, that is simply because we have no other players available. We struggled to control the game. It was honestly a disappointing performance from the players overall, but instead of talking about the players, everybody immediately jumped straight to blame the coach. We started the game slowly, everything felt average, and we couldn't create chances like we normally do. Our team has a pattern of play, but that pattern cannot work when the midfield cannot give accurate passes, cannot hold the ball, cannot play long balls, cannot create, cannot link midfield to attack, and cannot even help us keep possession. And I've said this many times, we drop more points at home than away. If the same system works away from home but suddenly doesn't work at Old Trafford, it's because the players switch off, feel comfortable and start slow. Is that automatically the coach's fault? Meanwhile, Wolves were ready to fight for every single ball. Playing bottom-of-the-table teams looks easy on paper, but in reality it is never easy, and today proved exactly that. Arsenal struggled to beat this same Wolves side at the Emirates, and people seem to forget that so quickly. Wolves literally scored all 3 goals in that game. 2 own goals and 1 goal, and Arsenal had almost their full squad available, only 2 players were missing. They had Saka, Gyökeres, and Martinelli in attack. They had Eze, Rice, and Zubimendi in midfield. They still had Odegaard, Trossard, Madueke, Marino, and many more quality players sitting on the bench. With all that quality, with all that depth, they still struggled badly against Wolves. Yet somehow people are acting like Wolves are supposed to be easy for Manchester United. But let's remember something, we actually went to Wolves and beat them 4-1 away from home when we had many of our players available. Many fans have suddenly forgotten that result. Liverpool also struggled and only managed a 2-1 win against Wolves at Anfield just a week ago, and they had their main squad. Wolves made life very difficult for them too. Manchester United also beat Wolves 4-1 with our full squad weeks ago, but now because we drew with them while missing 8 important players who make this system work, suddenly United are the headline, suddenly the coach is the problem. People are ignoring context completely. What exactly is going on with this fan base right now? We said we wanted the coach to switch to a back 4, and recently he has played a back 4. We said we wanted to see the academy boys. We complained everywhere online that Amorim doesn't trust them, that he hates playing young players, and now that he has finally played them, the same people have turned around to say he shouldn't have used them. So which one do we really want? Because if he didn't play them, these same fans would still come out shouting that the manager refuses to give the youngsters a chance. We asked for change, we got the change, and suddenly the story has switched again. Now it's Amorim is clueless. How did we jump from demanding these things to saying he's clueless the moment results don't go our way? And let's be honest, how can a manager people are calling clueless have a team that leads the league in shots, creates the highest number of chances, has one of the highest shots on target, is second in expected goals, and third in total goals scored this season? This same club struggled badly to score goals in previous seasons. Even with Ten Hag, yes, we won games, but the same fan base complained every single week that there was no clear style of play. Ten Hag also used a back four, yet we were begging for something different, saying he is clueless, saying he wouldn't change anything. Now we finally have a coach who can play a back three, a back five, and a back four depending on the situation. And now we are all shouting for his sack. This is the first manager in years who has chosen rebuild instead of chasing quick success. Even when the pressure from the media and fans was crazy, he didn't panic and abandon his project. He only changes when he believes the time is right, not because people shout on social media. And yet some fans say he is the worst manager in our history simply because his win percentage is lower. That's what happens when you rebuild properly, you take the difficult path that benefits the club later. But at the same time, look at what Amorim has already fixed. Think back to Ten Hag's era. How many first half goals did we score? How many games did we truly control? How many real chances did we consistently create? Did we ever have a dressing room without drama? Did we ever have a clear, recognizable pattern of play? All of those problems were there, and Amorim has addressed them one by one. There is just too much expectation on a team that literally finished 15th last season. We have to slow down a bit and face reality. This is not the Manchester United of 2008, this is not the prime Ferguson era anymore. We are rebuilding from years of damage. We've seen this team lose 7-0 to Liverpool under Ten Hag, we've seen countless humiliations at Old Trafford since Ferguson left. Old Trafford is not that fortress it used to be, that is the sad truth we don't want to accept. We are in a bad state, we are rebuilding, and rebuilding takes time. We need to reduce the expectations and actually trust the process instead of panicking every single week. This coach has had just one transfer window. Only one. Yet we are sitting 6th in the table after finishing 15th last season. Think about it, we just beat a Newcastle team that beat us twice last season home and away. We beat Liverpool at Anfield, a place we have struggled at for years. We beat Brighton, a team that has been bullying us since the Ole days. We beat Wolves, the same Wolves that beat us twice last season. But somehow all of that is forgotten overnight. Even Tottenham, who beat us 4 times last season, this season we should have beaten them too, but we still refuse to lose even after going down to 10 men. Tell me that's not progress. If all this isn't progress, then please, genuinely define what progress means in the comments, because I want to know and understand what progress means. If you are telling me we have dropped points from winning positions, I get it, I understand that frustration. If you are telling me that we lack squad depth, okay, I get that too. If you are telling me that we are missing quality in certain positions, I hear you. If you are telling me we keep missing chances and need players who can finish those opportunities, I fully understand. If you are telling me we need reinforcements in January, fine, I completely agree. But if you are telling me we need to sack Amorim, I simply cannot accept that. How many more managers are we supposed to fire before we finally learn? Look at Arsenal with Arteta, he was given time, he built a style of play, he brought in players carefully, and today they are reaping the rewards. Look at Klopp at Liverpool, same thing, years of planning, patience, building a philosophy, creating a system. So why is our situation different? Why is it that Manchester United can't give Amorim the same patience, the same support, and the same trust? Why are we still comparing this team to the Manchester United of 2008, instead of comparing it to where we were last season? This club finished 15th last season, 15th. And yet some fans are acting as if we should already be competing for titles, as if every draw or mistake is the end of the world. Why are we so emotional in our judgment that we forget to see the real progress? You know what really frustrates me about some fans? It's that whenever Manchester United struggles or drops points, the first person to take the blame is always the coach. Rarely do we hear people talking about how the players themselves could have done better. What about the missed chances? What about Cunha, who needs to release the ball quicker? For Christ's sake, just pass the ball. What about Sesko, who needs to be ruthless and take his chances when they come? We rarely hear discussions about how, if we converted even half of those opportunities, we would be much higher up the table right now. We don't talk about the real issues, how much we desperately need proper midfielders, players who can not only keep the ball but pass accurately, whether short or long, defend with pace and aggression, and contribute to the system this team is trying to play. This system demands complete midfielders, and right now, that's a problem we can't ignore. For me, looking at the game against Wolves and the players we currently have available, I would have liked to see us start with a back four, a midfield three, and an attacking three, just for this particular game. A 3-4-3 is very good, but with the current squad, it's harder to create chances and control the game. Personally, I feel a 4-2-3-1 would have been the safer and more effective approach given the resources at hand, as we have many absentees. But here's the thing, Amorim had his own plan, and that's fine. I'm not saying he should be out because he didn't play the formation I preferred. That's not how football works. Now, this brings me to something very important that I want us all to really understand and discuss, because this is where the real conversation about our team begins.
From your perspective, how satisfying is it that the coaching that you've done as a team over this time seems to be having an effect on so many different players in so many different ways?
First of all, is a process, and when I came here in the last season, I understood that maybe I don't have the players to play well in that system, but was the beginning of the process. We are trying to build an identity. Today is a different moment. We don't have a lot of players. We need to adapt, but they already know that they understand why we are changing. Is not because of the pressure of you guys, of the fans. It's because now we understand the way we want to play, and the principles are the same. We can change the system, and I think we are going to become a better team because when all the players return, we are not going to play all the time with three defenders. We are going to improve, but that was something that I was talking about. But then when you talk about changing the system all the time, I cannot change because the players will understand that I'm changing because of you, and I think that is the end for the manager.
Amorim's approach with Manchester United is brilliant if you really take a step back and understand it. He wants the players to truly grasp the principles of the 3-4-3 formation, because once they understand this, they can play in any setup. Most people don't fully get what he means here. This 3-4-3 isn't just about positions on the pitch, it's a system designed for direct, attacking football. It demands high tempo, pace, constant movement, and the creation of multiple scoring opportunities. There is no room for sleeping, no room for relaxing, no room for coasting through a match. The team must run, press, attack, and defend relentlessly. Once the players master this system, once they internalize the principles of how Amorim wants them to attack and defend, that's when he starts adapting them into different formations, but all still under the same philosophy of proactive, aggressive football. Amorim is not changing formations because things are failing or because of the media pressure. In fact, the stats show otherwise. Under this system, Manchester United currently leads in chances created, shots on target, and is third in goals scored this season. It's working. But now that the players understand the principles, he can experiment, adjust, and keep opponents guessing. He's building a team that's versatile, unpredictable, and dangerous, capable of dominating any match regardless of formation, all while sticking to the direct, high-intensity attacking football he wants to instill. Even when all the players return from injury or AFCON, the players will not always line up in a back three. Amorim's vision is much bigger than just one formation. He will rotate between back three, back four, back five, front three, front two, midfield four, midfield three, many different setups, but all built under the same guiding principles and system. This is the blueprint for a team that can adapt, dominate, and stay unpredictable, and it's clear that Amorim has a very ambitious, long-term plan for this squad. The problem is, most fans don't see the full picture yet, and that's why patience and support are critical. The club also needs to back him up with smart signings, bringing in the players who can fit into this philosophy and help this rebuild reach its full potential. Look at the numbers. In our last 15 games, we've scored in 14 of them. That's incredible progress. It wasn't always like this. Manchester United is now a team that attacks proactively, scores first, and forces opponents to chase the game. We're no longer defined solely as the comeback kings, where we were reactive and always chasing after the other team's goals. This is a new Manchester United, a team that presses, creates chances, and dominates matches in a way we haven't consistently seen for years. But here's the key: this rebuild takes time. We must trust Amorim, support his process, and recognize that the team is still growing. Stability, patience, and smart reinforcements will ensure that this project reaches heights that fans have been longing for a long time.